my name's John Cordy, and all I want for Christmas is to find, you know, those massive tweezers. I can't remember the last time don't worry about that. Anyway, so today I wanted to experiment with Neural DSP, Archetype Plini, and Helix native. And so what I've done is, the opening there, you would have seen what I ended up with, and this is how I got to that end result, I think. So I've recorded 3 kind of guitar takes of stuff: a rhythm guitar, a clean guitar, and a solo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and select some tones that I like with the Plini and try and come up with something with the Archetype, and we'll just talk about kind of comparisons as we go, I guess. I'm going to load it up. I run it in stereo and high generally, and then we're going to go for this crystal clean setting because I kind of like the way that sounds. It's kind of pretty wet sounding. I'll copy that across. So I like that clean sound. So what have we actually got going on there? Effects wise, we've got a delay and we've got a reverb, we've got a compressor, but anyway, pretty nice kind of tone. So then I wanted to come on to the rhythm tracks. So for rhythm, I'm going to use 2 instances of Plini because we can't do a stereo double tracking thing. So check out the high gain lead rhythm, sorry. So this will be the left hand side, and then for the right hand side I think we're going to have to make a few adjustments to try and get it. I'll just choose one of the other Plini rhythms. Riff. Okay, so now we're actually getting some stereo-ness because it's sufficiently different enough. I'll just put it in. So then I just want to move on to the solo tone before we start looking at kind of Helix native. So I'm going to start with Plini again, and let's try the Simon Grove high gain lead. So what I might do here is boost the mids a little bit on the amp, if we can find it. For me, I prefer. Something I don't love about that. Right, so I don't want to go tweaking too much away from the original kind of thing. So So one of the things that I read quite a lot is that people find that they can get good results pretty quickly from the Neural DSP stuff. So I don't know, let's see what I can do with the Helix native stuff. And so let's maybe start with kind of bulbs, ambient stuff, and see. One thing I do notice is that the Helix stuff is naturally a bit quieter for some reason. So maybe I need to boost the input a bit. Right, so I'm going to turn that drive down a bit more, and then just copy that across and see what that sounds like. Obviously I'm not trying to tone match with the Plini, but maybe copy the vibe. So definitely think there's more drive there. So we want to get something really clean. Turn off the clone for a start. Right, I'm going to maybe start from another point. The issue is that I'm finding that's not really clean enough, so I'm going to start again from scratch, maybe with a twin, like that drive down, and then a searchlights at the end, I think, a reverb. I obviously want it in stereo. We'll stick a compressor in front as well, a little bit, I think. And I think there's a delay on Plini's as well, so we'll put on, let's just turn the mix down a bit. I want it in stereo again. Okay, so let's listen to that. Something nicer going on with the Plini one for this specifically. I don't know quite how or why. So what's going on? Compressor, overdrive is off. Right, so we've got like a ping pong delay sending it left and right, I think. Okay, so right, what can we do? We can try that. So full disclosure, I'm just trying to do this and sort of get close to the Plini tone here. So I know that I want a reverb at the end. I know that I want a ping pong delay somewhere, chuck it into stereo. Feedback down to 0, scale 100%, mix 100, I think. Frustratingly enough, that doesn't chuck things. So if I maybe do this, I've got that in. Right, okay, so that, not really again. So let's put that reverb on a separate line. So I'm getting an annoying phase issue. Oh no, it's because I've got off. So, turned off the chorus. So I now need a bit more. So I've just read that apparently the Archetype Plini Clean is based on a Roland JC20 120. I don't know whether to believe that or not, but let's just try it and see if we get any closer with that. Where is it? JC. There we are, Jazz Rivet 120. Seems maybe that's closer. I'm gonna copy that across. Wait, before I do that. Okay. Yeah, maybe that is closer actually. Ribbon mic. I might just do that with a condenser. And get rid of the high cut so we got all of that shimmeriness that we want. And I'm going to stick a chorus in here as well, I think. Turn the mix down. Okay, and now let's see what that compares like. They're both quite a bit louder. I'm going to turn the gain down, I think, on the amp a bit, and maybe also just like a glitz reverb on this line might help. Let's find. So I can get that roughly close. I'll just save these presets and drop them into my folder if you want them. How do I do this? So this is Plini Clean. Save to disk. So I feel like that's getting a bit closer. I haven't quite got the bloom part. It's getting maybe if I something like that maybe. So I'm using Rabia's chugs preset for this one. So just to hear the difference, and let's see what they. So, and hopefully the only bit which I'm thinking I might be able to do easily is just to select my kind of go-to lead tones, and hopefully that will work nicely. User 1, JC gig. If I got to point that, alright, we got that. So I definitely prefer my lead tone. So in terms of process, I'm finding it easier to get the clean tones that I want out of the Plini. I don't know exactly what amp that kind of thing is based on. So I'm going to work on a little bit more on that behind the scenes, try and see if I can get any closer. The rhythm tones I think are both in a ballpark, but that solo lead tone I can get closer with Helix native. So if I was in Plini so I can definitely get it closer. But the thing I'm having trouble kind of balancing is the Archetype Plini stuff seems to just come out naturally louder versus the Helix stuff. So it's a bit difficult to know with the Helix stuff whether I should be boosting the input, boosting the output, or what. So I think it's by default seems to be set around -18. So I kind of need to do some reading on that and figure that out. Hopefully that's vaguely interesting. I'll put at the intro again, you'll hear where I ended up, but this is kind of my process and trying to find a way through this, and it's been a bit all over the place on it, let's be honest. Thanks for watching. Cheers.